I've only written one, I think it's a poem in my life. I've written lots of song lyrics because I like to sing and stuff. But I wrote one poem one time over the course of about 100 days. That was how long I stayed in boarding school when I was sent there in fourth year of high school. I thought I would really like it, but I was very wrong. I didn't. So anyway, we would every evening, as a boarder in our boarding school, you would go to the big room where every boarder was there doing their study and their homework for however many hours it was. And I was at the very top corner of the room on my little desk in row. There were rows, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 rows going across the room, maybe more, all the way back. And at the back of the room was a very high desk thing, whatever you call those things, and there sat the teacher supervisor. So I was way up, way far away from him. He had no idea what I was doing ever, and I was never doing what they thought I was doing. And I spent a lot of time working on a poem, and I don't know how it started. I do know where the title comes from, but how it became what it became, I have no idea. I don't understand it. I can't explain it. Don't ask me. These words just, eventually I had to squeeze them out of me, because it wasn't like I sat down one evening and went diggy 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 dick and there's a poem I wrote. No, it wasn't like that at all. This was like I was squeezing it out. It was like sweating. It was like these words weren't working for me until they eventually worked. And when they worked, I didn't understand them. What sense does that make, huh? Well, it's just the way it was. It's the way it is. So the name of the poem, it's called Pink Vase, or Vase, V-A-S-E, whatever the hell way you want to pronounce it, I don't care. But there was such a thing, 2 of them in fact, in my parents' house. And they were a kind of a spirally shape, and they were quite elegant and beautifully crafted from some wonderful old company, probably in Britain somewhere, I expect. And so I called the poem The Pink Vase. Why? Don't ask me. I said this already, didn't I? I said, don't ask me. I don't understand this poem. I don't understand anything about it. So, it goes like this. How many lines are in it? Well, I don't know. There's not many. There's not a long poem. You write this on a postcard. Twice, probably. So, it goes like this. A problem in the hamster's eye does starlight to an ear, and when the pink it does set in, the vase it will be clear. But who shall have this vase of ours, the one of us both two? Some mind that can take all the flowers and make a 5 come true. Applause, stunned silence, people unsubscribing. Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I'm just telling my truth here. That is my poem. It's not my song. Like I said, I got songs going on that are nothing like that. That are this poem is just, it's an unusual thing, I think, that I spent a lot of time writing it. Those evenings supposed to be studying was me looking over at hamster's eye, hamster's eye, and I'm thinking about the hamster's eye, and what about the hamster's eye, and starlight, what about starlight, and it all came together, and this is the result. Car going off again with the lights and all that stuff. What is this about? Never mind. You saw my pretty face already. You don't need to see me anymore. So yeah, pink vase. A problem in the hamster's eye. What's that mean? Does starlight to an ear. What? I mean, I don't know. And when... What is it? A problem in the hamster's eye, does starlight to an ear. And when the pink it does set in the vase, it will be clear. Okay, that's maybe a little bit, I can make something out of that. It's like when the color is there, then you can see it. Like, I mean, that's a simplistic way of looking at it, interpreting it, but that's all that I can say. I'm not an interpreter of poetry or literature, so I don't know what they say about that kind of stuff, but that kind of makes a little bit of sense. And then what's the next line? I'm trying to start to an ear. And when the pink it does set in the vase, it will be clear. But who shall have this vase of ours? Now, here's the thing. Okay, but who shall have this vase of ours, the one of us both two? Ours, I spell it A-U-R-S. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I think it may be a word, some time, some place, but I remember thinking a lot about that word and not being happy with how it was spelt, O-U-R-S, ours. I didn't like it. It wasn't right. It had to be changed. It had to be fixed. So I spell it A-U-R-S, and I don't know what it means. Like I said, I don't know nothing. The one of us both two. So it's obviously some kind of a relationship. Must be, right? I don't know. Or maybe could be schizophrenia. Ever think about that, Mike? No, I never did. So not until right this second. Some minds that can take all the flowers and make a 5 come true. I thought a lot about the spelling of the word true there. Was it going to be T-R-U-E or T-H-R-O-U-G-H? And I think I spell it T-R-U-E. Make a 5 come true. Like make it real. Is that what it means? Maybe? I'm not sure. Okay, so from the top, one more time. A problem in the hamster's eye does starlight to an ear. And when the pink it does set in, the vase it will be clear. But who shall have this vase of ours, the one of us both two? Some minds that can take all the flowers and make a 5 come true. You tell me what that means and I'll give you $1 million.